of doing the hard mahi is finally paying off for Kaylee Bell. Last year she took to the stage on The Voice Australia. She played her song Keith to the country music icon who inspired it.
You are made to be on stage.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you.
Thanks to Spotify, she's even had her face plastered across a Times Square billboard. And earlier this year, got the opportunity of a lifetime opening for Ed Sheeran at Eden Park. Now she has a brand new track just in time for her first ever nationwide tour. Welcome to the project. We're going to just talk to you live. I want to go straight back to video. This amazing moment on The Voice when you played your song Keith to the person who inspired it, Keith Urban. Have we got that? Let's have a look. This is goosebump stuff. That moment, how did that feel when that happened?
Do you know, every time I see anything of The Voice with those doors opening, it gives me massive anxiety. It was probably one of the most daunting things I've ever done in my whole life.
Did he chat after the show or anything and say anything extra?
Not really,
no,
but I mean...
You wrote a song about him, come on, Keith.
What did you do?
The reaction kind of was enough for me. It was just like, yeah, it was pretty cool to have him turn first, obviously, and... I mean, he's been my biggest inspiration my whole life, so it was a pretty amazing moment.
You're huge in Australia and in parts of New Zealand as well. I know your tour has been selling so fast.
Thanks.
Is country music having a bit of a moment in New Zealand?
I'd like to hope so. I feel like, you know, there's been a lot going on in New Zealand with touring coming here, like Morgan Wallen's just had a massive tour here and Luke Combs is coming later in the year. And if this tour is kind of anything to go by, then I think it's going to be like a really
I think even you and your manager were surprised by how many tickets sold and how fast, right?
Yeah, and it's so exciting. This tour, it's my first headline tour, and I just wanted to basically cover the country, you know?
Yeah.
And it's been amazing to see the response in places that I didn't even really knew my music.
Because your single Boots and All is a bloody earworm. It's been in my head all day.
What's the response been like in Waimate? I bet they're proud of you.
It's pretty amazing to be going back to my hometown, to the theatre that I sang there when I was 4 years old. And so for me, that was just like, we're starting the tour there and we're finishing. And we've just had to kind of keep adding shows. So I think like over half the town is actually coming out, which is pretty amazing.
They'll still be like small town New Zealand, though. You'll finish the concert and they'll go, not bad.
They're still hard.
We've got some footage of you when you were really little performing. We'll have a little look at that now. How old are you here, do you think?
I think I'm about 6 or 7, maybe. Maybe younger, 5. Oh my goodness. The moves though, right?
You got it.
Clearly a dancer, if not country music. Right?
But so was it always in you, that performance? Like you were...
Well, obviously.
Was that what your family were doing?
Is that in this show? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I started singing country music when I was 4 years old with my brother and sister, so it was kind of like I was dragged into it. But it's just so cool to now actually be making something of it. You know, I think especially in this country, it's, you know, music's kind of treated a bit like a hobby, and so to now be doing this is just like... Yeah, it's everything I've ever worked for.
I wonder, there's like quite a massive conversation that goes on in New Zealand hip-hop about like rapping in the New Zealand accent. And it's cool. I love to hear it when I hear our people talk in their own voices. Do you think the same sort of thing will happen with country music? Because at the moment it sort of feels like everybody has to... Like, do you feel pressure to sing like Southern Country?
It's really weird. I get that a lot, and it's... I grew up on American country, so it's funny, like, it just naturally kind of comes that way. But I think the more we kind of get country happening in this, you know, place, I feel like maybe that will be the transition. It'll be Kiwi country.
Before we go, you do have quite big plans for what you want to do next. Can you tell us about that? Because they're quite sort of inspired, aren't they, by country music?
I think, well, you know, Nashville's always been the home of country music, so I feel like I've been going back and forward for about 14 years now, and it's like, time to bite the bullet and just have a go, like base myself in the States.
Yes.
Work it, you know, take like Kiwi country music to the world is like the goal.
Awesome. Well, before she does that, she's going to bring it to New Zealand. Her latest track, Kaylee Bell's latest track, is called When Summer Rolls Around. It's out today, and we've got details about that tour on our Facebook page. Please thank Kaylee Bell.
Thank you.